Han's idea was to put together a jury to imitate a BBC program where people, which I haven't seen, where people pitch ideas for real money for new businesses. And he had George Soros, he had Melinda Gates, he had someone from the government, Barroso, yes, thank you, and then he had Sustainability Maker. I'm sorry, and Clampett. And then there were 3 of Hun's students who presented their work as it's come out of their theses. And then the idea was thrown open, and a surprising number of people had proposals that they were willing to put to the group. In terms of learning, I think what Hun was trying to do was to say that there are many places in which people can look for money, but there are some common things about the way that you would have to present ideas for money. But it is very, very, very difficult to take a complex idea and get it to something which can be extremely well focused. I think we were hearing that in a sense as well in relation to the crowdfunding. And it is something that is going to be very important and very difficult, I think, for this project to make sure that they can find ways of shaping and projecting the presented challenges in a way which doesn't require you to read 5 pages and then 6 appendices in which all the calculations are done, etc.
My crowdfunding workshop was divided into 2 parts. The first part was that I talked about the principles of crowdfunding and what are the different definitions, reward, equity-based, and so on. And my first group was around 30 people, so there were a lot of questions, and we did a lot of Q&A in the first round, and the second round was something like 7 people. And after the first part, I showed 1 project. In the first group it was 3 projects, in the second round only 1 project. And yeah, that was our workshop, just to analyzing success stories. And maybe with having a 2 hours workshop with 1 group, you can also start an own project, but I think for 1 hour it's good to analyze and to talk about the main aspects. Yeah.
We are going to present the result of our workshop, and we make, as you know, the 2 challenges from Africa. So one that was dedicated to the Botswana space about cooking care, and the other one is dedicated to the Kenya of the clothing care. What we made was kind of to have fun together, firstly, and then what we do is like to reproduce basically the process that we have in this Sustainability Maker platform. So we did the different steps. Obviously, we had some limits about the contest because obviously we are not coming from there. And as you know, we don't have all the cultural knowledge and everything. But what we tried together is to replicate the process. So we start from a different knowledge that we have from the partners from Africa about mainly the things of sustainability issues. Then we start from the storyboard we have. So how is the actual situation, the state of the art, we can say. And then from here, we invite the person joining the workshop to divide it in 3 groups. 3 and 2 groups, and to make out some ideas, some system ideas. So not just about a product or a solution, but what we want to make is about the whole cycle. So from production to end of life.
We are presenting the coconut challenge. Actually, we identified there are several challenges connected to this material. A very good input from one of our participants was to step a little back from the material and to analyze the original characteristics, just to present in the challenge the material properly to find additional solutions for products. And the 2 challenges we identified is, on the one hand, further automatization of the processes is needed where the material is generated. It's a waste material and it's not very homogeneous, so you really have to cut fibers and things like that. And a lot of processes are done very manually. including also a lot of health and safety aspects. So this is a process which should be improved to produce material which can be processed into sustainable products in the end.